Yeah. Nice blanket over here. This is very cold where I am. Welcome to the series where we Iron Man every single Fire Emblem game. This is our continuing journey of Fire Emblem 6. Oh, just kick that. Might help if I have a controller. Oh my god. I mean, these wires tangle so easily. It's crazy. That's a little better. So yeah, we are starting chapter 6, not quite chapter 7, which is obviously the terrifying chapter, but we're getting close. So chapter 6 is pretty straightforward, so shouldn't be too bad. After taking Saul, a priest of Saint Elamine, and Dorothy, his bodyguard, into their ranks, Roy and company enter Thria, southwest of Ostia. Thria is governed by Lord Arun, Hector's half-brother. Oh, I didn't know that. I actually didn't know about this. Arun's home castle seems a safe place to stay. Let me just make sure I'm streaming really quick before I start. It's probably a pretty good thing to be aware of. Yeah, looks good. Okay. Okay. Anyways. Arun's home castle seems a safe place to stay. As such, Roy expects a night of quiet rest for his troops. However, even Thria is within Byrne's influence. Oh, I remember Thria. Okay, yeah. I did think about what this chapter was for a second. Okay, so this chapter is very straightforward, to be honest. It's actually a little bit like slow and tedious, if I'm being completely honest. Obviously, again, chapter 7 is the nightmare chapter, but this one, honestly, you can take pretty darn slow and kind of. I shouldn't say this because it means we're gonna lose a character, but it's pretty straightforward. So who we all bring in? Wade, obviously. We'll do Shane instead a lot, I guess. Somebody was mentioning that Alan Wade support could be really good because I guess they have the same affinity. I don't really know how affinities work, to be honest. I'm not an expert on the supports in the GBA games, but that could be something we can look at. Rucker's obviously great. Clarion's obviously great. Deke's obviously great. We need Chad as well, really bad. You don't need Marcus for this chapter, but it seems kind of dumb to not bring him. Well, all right, let's be dumb. Not bringing Marcus as like a safety blanket is probably not the best idea you can think of, but again, this chapter is pretty straightforward, and our calves, I think, are starting to get at least fairly strong. So I think we should probably be okay. It's kind of weird playing this, actually, because if you've been following my YouTube channel, you know that I've been playing a ROM hack as well, like alongside this. And it's just weird because they're both GBA games, and it's weird to like switch your mindset and get used to this game when I've been playing that game so much, but it's fine. We'll certainly figure it out. Okay, I think we're good to go. I'm gonna probably bring a iron bow for Dorothy. I actually didn't buy bows, although I forgot that I said that I was gonna train Dorothy. We should also probably bring a heal staff for Saul. Those are the two characters we're gonna be recruiting. And then let me just make sure Chad has a lockpick, which it looks like he does. So we should be good to go. I snuck in here, no problem, but there's nothing worth stealing. Looks like the North Hall has all the valuables, but with that security, are those footsteps? I trust everything is under control. Yes, my lord. The soldiers are stationed all around the castle. Once they're inside and have their guard down, ambush them, just as with Lord Orun. Yes, my lord. I want Princess Guinevere alive. Hey, Bella, what's up? Welcome. The rest you can do with as you wish. Now go. Ha 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 ha. First, the Silver Wolf's granddaughter, and now Princess Guinevere. With so much to offer, Byrne is certain to allow us to join them. This guy's a bit of a dick. No, isn't that interesting? Finally, we can get a good night's rest, Lord Roy. I wonder. That man said he was Lord Arun's advisor. Wagner? Did something seem wrong with him? He seemed to be in control of everything, as if he were the Lord. And Lord Arun is so ill he can't even meet his guests. It all seems strange. Now that you mention it, you have a point. Excuse me, Lord Roy. There seem to be an awful lot of soldiers patrolling the castle. I think they're spying on us. What? No. You noticed? Not bad. Who's there? Show yourself, intruder. Hi! And who might you be? I'm not one to talk about myself. I overheard that Wagner guy in the main hall, though. He said they're gonna ambush you guys. Oh, thank you. Lord Arun would never allow that. Oh yeah, he's dead, I think. Wagner assassinated him or something. What? He wants to capture you all and turn you over to Burn. Wait, Lord Roy. We can't trust her word so easily. It's up to you whether you trust me or not. But don't say I didn't warn you. Roy, if what she says is so true, let's spring his trap. We'll pretend like we're leaving. If Wagner is after us, he'll try to persuade us to stay. If you want to get out, go through the North Hall. That'll bring you to the courtyard, and you'll be out here in no time. Good luck. Thank you, Kath. She's actually doing some useful stuff. Chapter 7 was used his torture method to those who were blasphemic. To torture individuals. I'm gonna make the chat a little bit bigger. What's up, Tonga? Welcome. I believe it. I believe that. I had to just run chapter 7 over and over again. Oh, Lord Roy, where are you off to? I will escort you back into the castle, so please follow me. My apologies, Sir Wagner. I've just received a report of grave importance. I feel like I should change the color of the text. It doesn't show up very well. Can I change that here? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that in between streams. Please excuse us. But we must take our leave now. Surely you would appreciate a warm bed after being in the field for so long. Lord Arun would be furious with me if you left without accepting our hospitality. Don't worry, I should tell Lord Arun myself that you are not to blame. I ought to at least offer him a greeting anyway. Please show us to his room. As I said, my lord, Lord Arun is ill and cannot accept guests. If you cannot see him, then we must be off. Why doesn't he? Alright, why doesn't this guy just say, alright, I'll show you to his room, and then bring him into the castle and then kill him? I mean, I'm glad he doesn't, because obviously we're playing as Roy, but it seems like he could actually make the situation pretty advantageous to him. There's nothing I can offer to make you stay? You leave me no choice then. Guards, attack! Kill them all, but leave Princess Guinevere alive. That girl was right. They were trying to ambush us. Lord Roy, if you go this way, we'll be leaving our rear open to attack. Then we'll seize the whole castle. Everyone, follow my lead. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I probably could have just left Ellen behind. I don't know why I needed 3 healers for this. I probably should have brought Marcus, but whatever. What's done is done. We gotta make do now. And Ellen doesn't have a javelin, which is not the smartest thing I could have done. I guess I will give you a javelin, my friend. You go there, I guess. So again, this chapter is relatively straightforward. It's really just about dealing with these early waves and then setting up for some reinforcements. Really, because you have to open a lot of the doors, this chapter just takes a little while. We're also gonna have... I usually do this with Dorothy, but I actually kind of want Dorothy to see some combat. I need somebody to stay back here. I guess I'll do it with Ellen. I don't know why I brought Ellen. No Marcus? Yeah, no Marcus is not my best idea. I was thinking at the time it made sense. And to be fair, this chapter is not that difficult, so we should be okay, but yeah, not bringing Marcus and bringing Ellen when we now have 3 healers was not exactly a great idea. I will be honest. But we'll make do. All that noise, a battle? What's going on out there? Marcus would be pretty useful in the middle though. Oh my god, Deke absolutely massacres this guy. Yo, how bulky is Deke? This guy only deals 3 damage. This guy only deals 4. Although, if I let Shayna fight that guy, it's gonna take quite some time. Yeah, these mages hurt. You really want to eliminate the mages as quickly as possible. In an ideal world, you double them. Actually, I didn't see what Lance did. Okay, they're both pretty low, which is nice. The nice thing is that the soldiers aren't too scary because their hit is really bad. But you still have to be pretty careful with them. How scary are these guys for Deke? 11 plus 8. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. This bonus level starting from chapter 6. Yeah, exactly. They get quite a bit weaker, which is a big part of the reason that this chapter isn't too bad. So I can kill there, and I can kill here pretty easily. Okay. Question is, do I trust them to then fight? If it's like 40, it's a little sketchy. Again, usually doing this with with your better Cav and then Marcus is the much better strategy. What about Wade? I could definitely double heal them. Ooh, how do I want to do this? Yeah, I guess we'll do it. I don't know. This might be a little sketch. Yeah, we could use Wade plus Alan maybe. Or sorry, Wade plus Lance, because I think Lance is the better one. I like Alan and Lance because they have that support, which is nice. I just need one of these to hit. We can double heal them, and I can trade him onto a Lance, obviously. I think he should probably be okay. What's up, Matt? Welcome, welcome. Problem is, they're probably strong enough to kill these guys. 16. Well, actually, 15. Alan, I think, is... It's a shame these soldiers are actually so weak. I think the armors might actually move first now that I think about it. So you need a Lance equip. Heal him. How does Wade take these hits? Not amazing. Not the worst thing I've ever seen. I think we can probably do this and feel pretty good about it. Hey, Mauhands, welcome, welcome. He might even just get attacked by him. So is Deke good? 11 plus 8 is 19. Plus 3 is 22 plus 3. Okay, so even if I attack here, I'm still okay. Deke's a beast. We love Deke. Maybe I should have choked with Deke. Although him taking too many lances to the face is a pretty good recipe for disaster in that regard. Now, as for Shanna over here, as much as I like her getting experience, I don't think she can really fight this guy. She is not doing it very well. Ellen, I don't have to go into the corner until a couple more turns. So basically, there are 2 characters to recruit on this chapter other than Dorothy and Saul, of course. Or sorry, there's only 1 character to recruit, but you have to talk to Kath. Not only is talking to Kath pretty important, but also putting yourself in a position. Okay, we should be good. The fact that the javelins can attack both of my calves is like a little bit annoying, but yeah, ooh, okay, I'm glad that missed. But basically what I like to do is I like to shove somebody in the corner so that Kath can't move when she spawns. And then you can kind of go at your own pace. It serves 2 purposes because not only is keeping Kath in the corner pretty useful, but also the reinforcements, dude, Alan and his goddamn misses. The reinforcements from the back won't spawn if a unit is in their proximity. So as long as you keep somebody at the beginning, basically, the group of reinforcements will never spawn back there. Which, oh, the text is going over my my webcam. We'll turn this down a little bit. Which, depending on what you want out of the chapter, obviously you might want to fight those spawns. That's up to you. Make this a bit bigger. But normally I don't want to fight the spawns. So I also need to change the emulator. I feel like it keeps changing like the size of it, and it's kind of weird. But so you can immediately steal. Yeah, that's a good strategy. Usually because it takes a little while for Kath to show up, I do a little bit with Chad beforehand, but you can also do it with Roy because Roy needs to talk. Chad and Roy kind of make the most sense. In fact, doing it with Roy I think actually makes you're probably right. I should probably just do it with Chad. Chad and Roy need to interact with her, and then yeah, and then we'll just keep Ellen back here as the person that will ultimately keep her in the corner. Yeah, Alan is trolling, but that's just kind of par for the course for Alan, as we've determined. Man, normally you have Lou to kind of help you out here, but we don't have any such magic to help us. We do have, excuse me, Wade with a hammer, which is Interesting. I think I'm going to... I mean, they're in pretty good position, but I'm a little bit afraid that Wade's going to die if I do anything stupid with him. I think I'm just going to back up Alan, and then please tell me Wade can do something good here. I mean, I like that. Okay. Alan can't hit, but Wade can. And then I just kill her. Oh, you kill Kath. So, I'm trying to think if it's that bad to kill Kath. I guess it doesn't really matter. The only thing that Kath provides, to be honest, is a bunch of lockpicks over the course of the game that you can steal. Also, if you're doing an Iron Man, there is kind of the possibility that you lose all your thieves, and so she's actually kind of useful for that, but I don't think killing Kath is like the worst idea in the world. Yeah, Deke can't be healed there, so he needs to get out of there. I think I'm gonna have you kill this guy. I will say, I don't think that Kath is that much of an inconvenience for the most part, but if you fail to recruit her in the first 3 chapters that you see her, she is actually a pain in the ass because her appearance on basically every chapter after that 3rd chapter where you can recruit her is really annoying to deal with. So I actually kind of don't want to kill that guy. I think I'm just going to, let's do this. Killing Kath makes chapter 16 easier. Yeah, I can see that. I've never really had any problem with Kath in chapter 16. But again, I definitely don't think that Kath is like that important of a character unless you lose all your thieves, and she is a bit tedious, so I can see that. Is this guy gonna attack Wade or Lance? I don't really want to chip this guy, I don't think. What do I want to do? I want to heal him. That much I want to do. But again, like, so Kath appears in this chapter, then on the chapter with Lena, which as long as you're doing that chapter is really easy, so that's not a problem. And then as you mentioned, chapter 16, which is normally where I recruit her. Now, I've never really had the really annoying thing about chapter 16 is that Kath goes to the right and Roy spawns on the left, which means you need to kind of box her in and you need to get Roy over to the right. Depending on what your crew looks like, that is a time-sensitive chapter, so I could definitely see that being annoying. I've never had too much issue with it, but I could definitely see that being a strategy to take, just to not have to deal with her on that chapter. But as I said, if you don't recruit her in those 3 chapters, then it becomes very tedious, because then she shows up on the Douglas chapter, which my strategy for the Douglas chapter in no way involves going over where Kath is in the time that you need to go over by her. And then I think she shows up on the Zephyl chapter, and maybe there's one more, but oh, I didn't trade off the hammer. I'm dumb. I mean, it's fine. As long as I don't get doubled, which I can't, it should be okay. But yeah, I could see killing Kath being a good strategy. Vino, what's up, Blue Island? Welcome. There was actually a chance that Lance died here if he got hit by all 3 of those attacks, but getting hit by 3 30% in a row is like pretty low percentage, so that was probably not a great play on my part, considering I could have avoided that by just not having him potentially die, but 3 30% in a row is pretty low, so I think that's a reasonable approach to take. Okay, so that's actually really good. 284. I feel pretty good about 284s. I would really love to kill this Steel Lance guy because he is absolutely terrifying. Okay, very nice. He hits like a truck. Wade kind of doing the Lord's work right now. Yeah, I can always heal you if this goes bad, so I feel pretty good about that. The biggest thing for me with Kath is I'm always kind of worried because thieves are really useful in this game, and I mean, I know you get 2 other thieves, but if you lose all your thieves, it can turn really bad really fast. But Estelle is kind of a beast, to be fair. Attempting to fix my current display issue on the entertainment setup. Oh, well, I hope you fix it. Is it like you don't have the resolution you're looking for, or is it like you can't get something to appear? HDMI box splitter is broken. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's a bummer. Shayna and Deke should be able to kill this guy. I hate that stuff. That's something that's always frustrated me, like when you plug in, especially display stuff, like yeah, HDMI or whatnot, and then it like just nothing comes up, or I don't know. So for direct ports. Well, as long as you can get something working, that's not so bad. I've had a lot of frustrations working with wires and computer software and the like, where stuff just doesn't work. So we can double heal. I get hit by a javelin. That's probably okay. Do you die? I only have 2 defense, so I actually survived, but only with 1 health, which is kind of funny. But Light Brand Store OP. I've never had the pleasure of using Light Brand Store, but that sounds pretty funny. I actually forgot the Light Brand was even a thing in this game, to be honest. That reminded me of the Fire Emblem hack that I've been playing. You can actually buy light brands in the armory that I just got to. Although I think I didn't buy a light brand, or maybe I did, I don't remember. But that game has a bunch of like 1-2 range swords, which is really cool. Well, Wade certainly looks good fighting these soldiers. I've always said in the GBA games, if you're ever training a shit unit and you want them to look good, go find a soldier and have them fight that soldier, because everyone looks good. If your unit doesn't look good fighting a soldier, you need to seriously reevaluate what you're doing, because everyone looks good fighting soldiers. They're absolutely terrible. So I gotta clean this up. A good portion of the house for the weekend. I've done not as much. You'd be alright. I believe in you, Blue Island. To fix damage at range. To fix damage at range. Oh. Just deal fixed damage in this game? I suppose that makes sense because there's no magic stat to affect it. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever really used... When do you get the... I'm trying to remember when you even get the light brand. I think I probably equipped the light brand to Rucker a lot, and then just kind of like let him do his thing. Oh boy, they're at each other's throats. Time to pilfer what I can now that security's busy. Kath, I don't know if you've noticed who is standing right next to you, but actually I probably want to steal first, just so I can get Chad actually doing his thing. So for anyone that doesn't know, I feel like everyone in chat probably does know, but Kath is a thief. She is the 3rd thief in the game, and she's going to show up a bunch of different times, but basically you have to talk to her 3 different times, and once you've talked to her on that 3rd time, no matter what chapter it is, I think she shows up a grand total of, it's either 5 or 6 times. Once you talk to her that 3rd time, you recruit her. For our purposes, for this chapter, she's not super important. Basically, we're just going to be able to steal a vulnerary and a lockpick from her, which is pretty nice. I will say that one of the nice things that Kath provides is a lot of lockpicks, which means you basically never have to worry about lockpicks in this game. The combination of lockpicks having a lot of uses and the ability to steal multiple over the course of the game makes it not something you ever have to worry about. So they decided to for the weekend plans for Thursday. Oh my god. Wait, so like they stayed on the weekend and now they're staying until Thursday? Because that would imply like 4 additional days. That seems like a lot. Like quite a bit. Leopard's weird, yeah, it seems like it. I probably just never used it because, like you said, it's fixed damage, and I probably just always look at it and think that's pretty crappy, but it sounds kind of interesting. Lance, you're my guy, right? I actually kind of want, even though Lance is already pretty strong, Lance is going to be really important. So the chapter 7 strat involves having Lance and Alan combined to kill a mercenary, and being able to do that is extremely important to get the turn 2 recruits. So that's been a tad bit skewed. Yeah, quite a bit, it seems. That's quite a bit of time to just add to your to somebody's trip. Wow. Trip to the store? I might, although I'm not sure how much combat a store really sees, even with something like that. But I definitely might give him I like the fixed damage angle. That makes a lot of sense to me. So when we get the light brand, I could definitely give it to his store. And his store does get deployed quite a bit, so it's not like, you know, you're never gonna get value out of that. Okay, now we can start getting the chests. To our first conversation with Kath. I have missed this conversation before by accident, and it's really bad because, like I said, the 4th appearance of Kath is really annoying, so I'd like to avoid that. Hey, oops. Wait. Hey, cut it out. Look at my arm. Oh, that hurts. Oh, I'm sorry, but what are you doing here? Well, you know, this and that. I'm a busy girl. Here in a battlefield? Yes, precisely because this is a battlefield. Must better watch my tongue. Do you have some ulterior motive? Wait, is that why you told us the escape route? What? Sorry, I'm a little deaf in this ear. Just who are you? Don't worry about it. Forget you saw me. Gotta go, cheers. Hey, wait. I mean, she's not going anywhere though, to be fair, but Kath is something. Dorothy, you wanna not be in range to kill this guy? Great, we love that. We can try this. But yeah, there was a playthrough I did, I think it was an Iron Man not too long ago, where Kath didn't get recruited that 3rd time, and I didn't realize at first what I had done, and then I realized that I had forgotten to talk to her. One of the great things actually about recording your playthroughs is that when weird stuff happens, you can go back and you have proof that stuff took place. And yeah, sure enough, I went back and I had never talked to Kath on that chapter, in this chapter. So there's a bunch of different doors that you can open on this chapter. We're only going to be opening some of them. Now, if you want to grind as much as possible, you're obviously going to want to open basically all of the doors. But for our purposes, oh, this is kind of annoying. Yikes. 3 units of playtime. Yeah, I kind of timed this poorly. I didn't remember exactly when the reinforcements are going to show up. Can you kill this guy? Close. We can... I mean, the reinforcements are going to show up next turn again. It doesn't kill. Deke, what can you do? Okay, that's pretty good. We like that. Rucker, I'm going to heal you first. But I'll explain the doors that we are going to be opening in a second here. Lost my heal. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll kill the mage. Unfortunately, these are the... If he doesn't have weapon triangle, it's pretty sketchy to use Wade to do just about anything. Can I also kill an archer maybe? Because that would be really cool. Close. Wade, can you kill one of these guys? Yes. Okay, perfect. It's really bizarre to see 90% hit on Wade, but we love it. We absolutely love it. I guess I can finish with her, but if I finish with Shanna, we gotta be a little bit careful here because I'm gonna have to kill both. But we should be able to. The unlock staff, is that the one in the... Okay, what is... There's something wrong with Alan, okay? There's just something wrong with this man. I don't know what his deal is. Every time I play this game, he just refuses to hit over and over again, and I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to make another video. There's a video on my channel of Alan missing a bunch of like above 70%. I'm gonna have to make like a 2.0 of that. I don't know what the deal is. It's always him too. God damn. Anyways, is the unlock staff the one in the top left? We'll be getting all the chests. So the only doors, sick level up. The only doors that I will not be opening on this chapter are ones that just have reinforcements in them. So we'll be getting all the chests, and then we'll be getting recruiting Sue, obviously. Yeah, not a terrible level up. Sure, everyone archer. Oh. Oh no. Oh, she definitely can't. Oh, I thought she had a javelin. Well, that's really unfortunate. Well, okay. She has 19 avoid. I mean, it's only gonna be like a 50-50, but she definitely can't survive. I traded off her javelin because I didn't give a javelin to Alan. I was gonna javelin to see if she could survive the hit. Yeah, well, all right. I guess we'll play roulette with Shanna. Whoops. All right, well, rip Shanna. Tuna Tate, sorry, I won't make it home. All right, that was unfortunate. I should not have done that, obviously. Oh, man. I thought she had a javelin. I just hit the buttons too fast. Well, yeah, man. Shanna is our first death. So I believe that means that we have to go Sakei now if we want the true ending. Because I think Shanna has to be alive along with Tate. Although I could be wrong about that. Where's the graveyard? We're gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna have to make a graveyard. We're gonna have to make a graveyard with only Shanna in it. Let me check actually really quick. Does this mean that we have to go Sakei now? I mean, it means we probably will go Sakei just because we don't have Shanna to give us the levels, but don't remember. I think one of the routes you have to keep them all alive and the other one you don't. Let me look at Gaiden chapters. Side quest chapters. Oh no, you can still do it. You just have to complete chapter 20 with Juno and Zealot alive. Okay, so if you go Ilya, that's not my fault. No, that was definitely my fault, Bella. That was really dumb on my part. So if you go Sakei, Shin, Sue, and Diane have to be alive. But if you go Ilya, only Juno and Zealot have to be alive. So we don't have to go Sakei. We can still go Ilya, but I'm gonna have to train Tate. Although to be honest, Danny got experience, so here's Danny or Shanna. Please, I will do gallery. Let me get her on the death counter before I forget. I actually didn't. I actually should probably reorganize. I should probably reorganize what the stream looks like, because we're not really gonna have much room for the death counter. Do you guys think I should maybe make the game a little bit smaller? I feel like the GBA games, despite how great they look, and I think they look fantastic, tend to be a little bit, I don't know, a little odd. Or a little much when you make it really big. So I might actually tinker around with making it a little smaller, but I'll do that in between streams, obviously. Hopefully we just don't have any more deaths and I don't have to worry about those. All right, we'll grab some heroes portraits for at least the ones that have them. That is Shanna, our first death. Feels bad. Not a great decision on my part, but yeah, that was just really unfortunate. I just really thought she had a javelin, but yeah, I completely forgot that I'd given it to Alan at the beginning of the chapter. I was looking right now. Maybe you're right. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, now that I have chat on screen, in the past it was perfect, right? Because is my webcam like weirdly positioned? I don't know. Because I had my webcam and then the game and then the death counter, right? And that's perfect. But now that I have chat too, I don't really have a great place for the death counter. I don't know. Again, it's something that I'll tinker around with. We'll see. I really don't love this one crit on Dorothy. In fact, both previous playthroughs where I have tried to train Dorothy, she's died to a 1% crit both times. So I'm slightly worried about the 1% crit, but unfortunately her luck just sucks, so there's nothing we can do about it. Silver Lance, which is actually pretty darn useful. I love Silver Lance. So basically, Again, there are a bunch of doors here. The door down here and the door down here only lead to a staircase where reinforcements will eventually spawn. If you want to maximize experience for this chapter, which maybe you do, I don't know, you are probably going to want to open those doors because, well, obviously enemies equal experience. But for our purposes, there's no like items or anything, so I won't be opening those doors. All 4 of the main doors have chests behind them, so there's reason for us to open those. Then there's 2 more doors on the top left and the top right. It's all Jover. Are we by done? As far as those doors are concerned, the top left has a chest, so we're gonna want to open that one. But the top right is just enemies. So again, if you're trying to maximize experience, you may want to open that door. But for our purposes, there's not much reason to do that. So those are the doors in this chapter. But again, the rest of the chapter is going to be mostly just this. How scary is this for him? I don't love it. In fact, I think if I can just take out the mages right now, I probably want to do that. I'm actually a bit sad that Shanna died. I mean, obviously I'm sad when any character dies, but like, I almost never trained Shanna, so I was actually kind of looking forward to training her and seeing how strong she could become. But we can always do Tate if we still want to trade a Pegasus Knight, because Pegasus Knights are cool, and yeah, it'll be okay. Oh, actually, this means we can't see the triangle attack though. I didn't even think about that. That's actually pretty sad. Yeah, I forgot that we wanted to see the triangle attack. Damn. I've never done I don't think I've ever done the Pegasus Knight triangle attack. That's a bummer. Alright, wait, are we gonna see our first speed level up? Oh! We did though, we really did. I didn't think we actually would, I was kind of joking, but I'll take it. No complaints here. Wade again has a 20% speed growth, so not a very good chance. To the Armor Knight triangle attack, and you tempt me. I do love the Armor Knight triangle attack. The only reason that I don't really want to do the Armor Knight triangle attack, Dorothy. What are we doing, people? What are we doing? Okay, that shouldn't matter because it's only the one guy and he can't kill anybody, but oh my god. We're just out here missing like maniacs. That was 2 87%, by the way. Just gonna put that out there. This is coming off the heels of Alan missing his 80% or whatever it was. I do kind of appreciate the enemy attacking Dorothy. I feel like she deserves to be attacked after what she just did. But the reason that I kind of don't want to do the armor triangle attack again is because I feel like it's gonna slow this playthrough to a crawl, just like it did last time. And that's fine, it is fun. But I kind of want to get through the games, so I might still do it. I don't know. It's because they know what you did. Gee, Dorothy, what are these level ups? She got only defense and then only HP. Everything's crumbling down around me. You don't just murder Shanna and get away with it. That's a sin right there. Yikes. Yeah, and we already did it. In fact, we did it twice. I think on both low tiers because I think I had to redo it. We were doing it. Although actually, maybe I only triangle attacked once, but it is really funny. I do really enjoy it, but and we are kind of memeing. I mean, I'm using Wade and stuff, so we do have some memes going on. Roy's wife feels bad, man. Look, he still has Lelina or Guinevere or Milady, I don't know, whoever he wants. Yeah. I think Wade should probably be able to fight these guys. Are you guys A yet in support? No, but I think they're about to be. Okay, well, I guess that answers that question in a good way. Okay, with support you should be okay. Alan, about before. I mean, about if we lose? Still intending to sacrifice yourself, or something even more ludicrous? No, you're right. Your words were a slap in the face. Perhaps I was belittling myself because I've served House Foray the shortest. Your work is second to none. Well, second to mine, but that's a given. Where does your confidence come from? I envy you sometimes. I'm confident simply because I know I could never lose to you. What? I'll make you eat those words after I beat you today. Not likely. See you after the battle. Of course. And Lance? Yes. Even if we lose, you won't be left behind. Remember that. Of course. That's a nice little moment. So normally I don't talk about supports too much, but the Lance Allen support is very useful for consistency on the next chapter. It is not a necessary support, absolutely not, but it is a pretty useful one, and next chapter is pretty funky, so obviously anyone is, you know, allowed to build whatever support they want, but this is one support that I actually think is pretty darn useful. Okay, we get defense but not HP. I always think it's funny when units get defense and not HP, because it's like, it is helpful, but not really that helpful, because it would just been equally as helpful if you just got HP. But. I always kind of think of it like, if you get a point of HP, it's kind of like you got a point of defense and resistance. Whereas if you get a point, we just missed another 87%, Jesus Christ. If you get a point of defense or resistance, you only get one or the other. Now, of course, that isn't exactly how it works, but good idea with the Cavs. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I mostly just do it for chapter 7 because unfortunately with the hit rates the way that they are in this game, that chapter is, I mean, again, you can do it actually. I mean, we did it on a low tier, right? You can do it without training any of the Cavs, but to me it really depends. If you want to do the turn 2 recruit of Zealot and Trek, getting that support I think is really useful because it makes it way more consistent. If you don't care about doing that turn 2 recruit, then you can probably do whatever you want. But if you want that, if you want to keep those 2 units alive, this is a really good approach. Oh, you said, I misheard what she said. You said I don't always go A with the Cavs. Like I said, it really depends. If you want to train other supports, obviously I think that's, you know, a good idea. I just usually don't. You can do Marcus Roy as well, but you don't really need Marcus Roy for chapter 7. Like, it's got some very minimal applications, but for the most part it's pretty unnecessary. So I usually don't train it, or at least don't think about it too much. You certainly can, and it doesn't have very good longevity, right? Because you're not going to be deploying Marcus on like chapter 20. I mean, I guess I don't know, but I would assume not. Okay, Alan's finally starting to get some decent level ups. He was kind of sucking at first, but I like where he's at. I believe that's the last wave of reinforcements, but I could be wrong about that. Wade, by the way, already has 35 HP. We love that. So again, we're gonna not open this left door here. The next thing we're gonna do is down here. I want to keep giving Clarion experience. Somebody also mentioned giving Wade a speed ring, obviously, or speed wing. We don't have a speed wing at the moment, but I do think my first speed wing will probably go to Wade. The problem with Wade isn't, the speed wing is not for him to double, it's for him to not get doubled, which is a definite concern with him. That's one of the things I think that's the biggest issue with Wade, is enemies in this game are really fast. And the problem again isn't that Wade can double, he just won't be able to double, but getting doubled is a definite concern. Is it important to die in Iron Mans? That's actually true. I didn't think about that. Keeping Zealot alive is actually pretty important if you're Iron Manning. Or just in general, but if you want to get the true ending. Also, giving Wade experience on these sort of easier chapters is probably pretty important because I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to do this. I think Wade should probably be fine. I feel a little bit nervous about putting him out to dry like that, but I think he should be okay because he can't kill this guy. So he's only going to be, unless he crits, I guess. Okay, he should be good then. That is true though. And Marcus and Zealot are like basically the same exact unit. I remember, I have a video actually of this on my channel, but I found a Fire Emblem, Fire Emblem 6 tier list that somebody made where they had Zealot as, I don't remember exactly where he was, but they had him as like one of the very best characters in the entire game. And they had Marcus as one of the worst characters in the entire game. And like, obviously that's, you know, dumb because he's a Jagged and he's amazing, but also like, they're just the same unit. I mean, they're slightly different, but it was like one of the weirdest tier lists I've ever looked at. It's so bizarre. Video Slayers, yeah. It was something. That was one of those tier lists. I always try to put myself in people's shoes and be like, okay, I at least understand where this person's coming from. Like, because usually you can kind of figure out like, okay, maybe this guy plays a little more casually. Maybe this guy likes this unit type, but that tier list was wild. Okay, well, Wade has decided that he's got enough good level ups, and we're just gonna get singular level ups from here on out. I actually would like to do those like tier list react videos again, but I don't know. I actually recorded one not too long ago, but I don't know. I think they're really fun to do, but I feel like they always just kind of come out being like really bland and mediocre, but maybe I'm just being too harsh on myself. I don't know. They're fun to make, and they're really easy to make, which I really like. Okay, this is the last door we're going to be opening. Again, the two doors down here, and then the door over here just has enemies, so we don't need to worry about them. Usually Rucker needs to kill this boss. This boss is like sneakily kind of scary because he has 12 speed and then 27 health and 5 defense along with being in the throne. Actually makes him really bulky. 58 avoid, again, for as bad as the hit rates are in this game, is not, it's not nothing. So he's actually kind of a scary boss, to be honest. You lose by uploading it? That's true. That is true. That is true. Well, sometimes I will make videos and then keep them in the same folder, and then every once in a while I get annoyed and I delete everything in the folder because it like videos kind of compound on size, and then I realize that the video I was supposed to upload for tomorrow has been deleted. So that's sometimes my problem, but this boss is zoomies. He is. Like, the nice thing is that Flux has really bad hit rate, but he doesn't get weighed down either. So my man just has 12 speed. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot of speed. It's really hard to double him, and that's why you kind of need Rucker to do this. You can do it with Marcus too, obviously, but... Who are you? What's a girl doing in here? You aren't with the castle? My name is Roy. Who are you? I'm Sue. Are you the one causing the noise outside? Noise? The noise of battle? I guess so. This conversation is just asking questions at each other. We're fighting the castle guards. It's a bit of a long story. I see. Then I will join your side. We will? Why? Soldiers of this castle have done me wrong. What do you mean? Please give me a bow. I will fight with you. All right, straight to the point. I like that. Sue knows what's up. Oh, I forgot to get the chest up there. I should remember to do that before we leave. Normally, actually, Lou can do a really great job of killing these knights that are in front of the boss, but you can do it with anybody. They don't move, so you don't have to worry too much about... They do have javelins, obviously, but you don't have to worry too much about them. You can kind of do whatever. Be commanding women as well. Yeah, I like that. Straight to the point. I want to fight with me because the people here are dickheads. All right, fair enough. Give me a bow. I mean, to be fair, I'm not going to do that, but... Because we're not going to be using Sue. But I like it. There we get Deacon there to give me my little tiny bit of support. I still kind of want to... I know I was talking about Alan Wade support. We could try building that. Although I don't know how much... I don't know exactly how the supports work. Like, can you still build a support if you're at A with somebody? I don't think you can build it to A, but I think you can maybe build it a little bit. I'm not sure. But I kind of want to do Deke Wade support. Even if that doesn't make the most sense, I feel like those units are going to be really close to us, really close to each other, really consistently, which I like. Total of 5, A is 3. Oh, okay, so we can still build up to B. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. But again, I feel like the Deke Wade. I guess Wade could have B Allen, Deke. And that wouldn't be so bad. But I feel like that support makes sense just because they're going to be so close to each other. Unless one of them dies. Deke, can you fight this? I'm assuming this is going to look pretty bad. I mean, this is going to look really bad. Yes, we only have a 25% chance to hit. That's... yeah, this is usually what I take. I think I'll do this here. Useless guards, but very well. Witness my magic and bow down before its power. Was he the hammer against the boss? Okay, if Rucker doesn't crit him, I can show you. Well, it was 25% with the Iron Axe, so I think the hammer is going to be pretty rough. We can see what it looks like. We can try a hit. I think if I heal Wade to full, he can survive like one hit. Holy shit, that was a level up. %. He can survive a hit. Okay, hold on. I don't know why I mended here. All right, Wade, I'm gonna give you one chance for glory. Is hammer the worst? Yeah. All right, I believe. God, that would have been so sick though. Oh my God, that would have been so sick. Wade's about to take a pounding from this guy. Oh, nice. Actually, is Saul around here? We can give him another shot. I don't really want to sit here and do this all day, but we can definitely give him another shot. Because Wagner will almost assuredly attack Wade. And then Wagner pulls out like a stronger tome and just annihilates him. All right, I believe. Equip the Iron Axe? Yeah, that probably would have been smart. Ah, damn. Alright, we'll just kill him with Wrecker. 5%'s a little too low for me. I guess we could sit here and try to do it with the Iron Axe, but... Because I think the Iron Axe is like 25% or something. 25, yeah. We'll give Wrecker a kill. He's been doing well for us. And he just got a good level up. I feel like he deserves it. Wade can kill some of the later bosses, some of the next couple of bosses that are knights. No, my plan was flawless. Wagner, your plan was not flawless. I don't know why you would think that, but grab unlock. I don't know if I've ever used unlock in this game, to be honest. Not that it's bad or anything. I don't remember a time where I used it. I don't know. We'll destroy Gel Trust. Ooh. Now we're talking. Okay, I think we're good to go. Oh, next turn. I definitely talked to her, right? And I stole everything? Yeah, we should be good. Alright, let's get out of here. Actually, let me just make sure one more thing. Chest. Okay. Never be too sure. You're the granddaughter of one of the chieftains of Sakai? My grandfather is the strongest warrior in Sakai. People call him the Silver Wolf. I've heard tales of him. But what are you doing in Lycia? This is a long way from Sakai. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me just make sure something really quick before I go on. Because I mentioned that you don't need Shanna alive for that chapter, but in order to recruit Juno, do you need her alive? No, only Zealot. Okay. I just wanted to make sure before I went on. We should be good. Burn invaded Sakai, so the Katola? I'm probably butchering that. The Katola clan decided to take up arms. Grandfather had the women and children escape to Lycia, but there was a traitor, the Jute clan, who turned to Burnside, ambushed us. We were all separated. I found my way into the land and I was rescued by Lord Arun. But Wagner, his advisor, assassinated Lord Arun and took over the castle. And that's when you were captured. Is your army fighting Burn? Yes, we will fight for as long as it takes. Then let me join you. Fighting Burn may lead to my grandfather. Lord Arun deserves vengeance as well. We're headed for Ostia in the west. Sakai is in the east, the opposite direction. Is that all right? I don't mind. No matter where we are, Mother Earth and Father Sky watch over me. All right. Sue, whatever you say. Lord Roy, the spy I sent to Ostia has just returned. He says that Ostia is in a state of anarchy. What? Why? There's been a rebellion among those who want to surrender to Byrne. Is Lelina safe? The spy says that she has been taken hostage. The rebels already took over Castle Ostia and are fighting the loyalist soldiers. We must hurry to Ostia. Lelina, please be safe. You can use Sugoi. I mean, the problem if we go Ilya is that we can't really use Sugoi. Although I do love Sugoi. Gosh, should we just go Sakai? I don't know. I'm not sure, Wheelie. I'm not sure, but welcome. Hearing of rebellion, Roy hurries his pace toward Ostia. According to his information, General Lagance, an advisor to Hector, organized a rebellion with Lieutenant Dabias to surrender to Byrne. Lagance keeps Lelina hostage in Castle Ostia, thinking she may be of use later. Roy and company enter Ostia in an effort to rescue Lelina. Ostia, the largest and most populous city in Lycia, is to become a battlefield. Alright, welcome to Chapter 7, the Nightmare chapter. So, yeah, this chapter's a nightmare. But we're going to try to make it as little of a nightmare as possible. So, we want... Probably don't need Merlinus, I don't need Boars, don't need Walt. 3 healers in this chapter actually isn't the worst, but I probably want Lot over another healer. Healers are actually pretty valuable in this chapter, though, to be honest. We threw that 5% hit. He did. He really did. Yeah, the Shanna Death. Shanna Death was just a really dumb decision on my part, but we'll make do. Excuse me. So definitely these two. I think Locke can be useful, and then obviously Saul over Ellen. Maybe 2 healers is enough. I don't know. I do think having Lot around is pretty useful. Having archers on this chapter actually, even though Sue and Dorothy and Walt are pretty weak individually, is not actually that useless because part of the really frustrating part about Chapter 7 is these wyverns that are extremely powerful with 36 health. Holy shit. It always surprises me every time I see that. It's just so much, and the archers can actually do pretty good damage even though they're really weak. Yeah, Wade got his first hopefully first of many speed level ups. Probably not though, but yeah, really nice to see. Get rid of the vulnerary for now. Get that. You know what I'm gonna do actually, because we want to train Dorothy. I'm gonna give Dorothy the goddess icon. I never do this. I always sell the goddess icon, but I refuse Dorothy. Oh man. But now that I think about it, actually selling the goddess icon is really useful because you get money for robes later on. Man, fuck you, Dorothy. I hate Dorothy. Maybe I don't. You know what? If Dorothy dies to a crit, it'll be funny. Take away lockpick just in case you die. Okay, so Iron Lance. I don't think I have anything else for you guys. Oh, we lost the Gant Lance. Man, putting the Gant Lance on Shanna really turned out to be not a good idea. Second Dorothy. I feel like I should do it, but man, money in this game is like so valuable. Okay, so basically the way that this is gonna work is we need to kill this guy turn 1. I believe Marcus has to be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, Marcus has to be here, or maybe he can be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, he has to be here. Now, trying to remember exactly how we need to set up. I believe Roy needs to go there at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's here, right? That they spawn. It's like here and here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think. So, and then Lance and Alan need to be as close as possible. You can do the pickup and drop off with anybody, and then everybody else just needs to move over. I'm gonna really quick look this up. Chapter 7. Yeah, okay, it is right there. I was pretty sure, but I just wanted to make sure. Okay, the rest of this doesn't matter too much. Normally I actually use Shanna for this, but obviously we can't do that. One of the keys to this chapter is this wyvern up here will only aggro when you enter a certain range. So normally the strategy that I used to use was to put somebody here to take on the left side and then somebody here to take on the right side. But if you don't do anybody to hold the left side, I mean, you have to hold the left side in some way, right? But if you don't hold it this far up, you can actually not lure out the wyvern, if I remember correctly. So that's something we're going to be doing. I think this is the approach I probably want. Deke, I think, is slightly stronger than Rucker, and then Wade actually can be... Yeah, Wade can be wherever. How much movement do you have? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I actually probably want you to be closer up, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then pick up drop. That should work. Pick up drop. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. What's the worst that could happen? Is everything quiet, Tobias? Yes, sire. The townspeople are no trouble, but the Ilian mercenaries that Hector hired still refuse to join us. What more do they want? We already said we'd pay more. Ilia's mercenary knights are famously loyal. I know that, you bloated imbecile, but General Narshan will arrive soon. If we don't have Ostia under our control by then, he'll never take us seriously. Yes, sir. Elena may make for a valuable bargaining chip with the mercenaries. If her life is in danger, they should surrender. But that must be a last resort. First, we must attempt to beat them into submission. The Wyvern Riders Byrne sent us should prove invaluable. Tobias, I want the mercenaries pacified and the castle gate secured. I will be inside the castle readying our defenses. Yes, sir. What's the worst that could happen? Exactly. How many of Ostia's troops have joined the rebellion? Quite a large majority, I'm afraid. They've forgotten their fealty to Lord Hector. They all simply gave in to Byrne because they're afraid. It's a disgrace, I tell you. Is that so? But it's not all bad news, Lord Roy. There's a band of mercenaries from Ilia that wish to join us to stop the rebels. Mercenaries from Ilia, you say? Yes, they signed a contract with Lord Hector to fight Byrne alongside Ostia. They can be of great help. But do they know Lord Hector has passed away? Isn't their contract void now that he's gone? I would have thought so too, Lord Roy. They told me themselves, however, that they heard of Lord... Wait, they were talking to you? Why did they just join us? Why do I have to talk to them? They're still eager to fight with us. They're only mercenaries. Why would they go so far? Ilia is a frozen land with a harsh climate, so the land is very infertile. And so mercenary contracts are a major source of income in Ilia. Ilian mercenaries are said to never betray their employers, no matter what. It seems that's true indeed. Then they should be powerful allies. I agree. Fortune is still with us. But the mercenary I spoke to also had some bad news. He said one of the 3 Wyvern generals is headed here with a legion of Wyvern riders. Should they aid the rebels, our chance of victory will slip through our fingers. Right, what are we gonna do? The kingdom of Etruria might help us. Etruria, is that possible? General Cecilia, Mage General of Etruria, was my teacher in tactics at Ostia. I feel she may join forces with us if we ask. I object, Lord Roy. If we have Etruria solve this Lycian matter, they will never take us seriously again. Yes, I know that might happen. But this is a matter of life and death for Ostia, or for Lycia. We must ask for help. For if we don't, Lycia, as we know it, may just become a memory. Lord Roy. But we must act quickly. Yeah, Merlinus, this is not the time to grandstand Lycian loyalty, alright? We need help. I've already penned a letter to General Cecilia. Merlinus, I need you to send the letter to her right away. Yes, Lord Roy, you are probably right. I shall send it this instant. With any luck, she'll make it in time. Get ready for combat, soldiers. We will retake Ostia. How much of a Chad Roy is? Yeah, I never quite realized it, but dude, Roy is kinda... I always kind of assumed Roy was very, like, boring and maybe, like, timid, but he's kinda taking names right now. All right, so let's talk about the turn 2 recruit. Step number 1, we want to kill this guy. This is really important. I didn't give Marcus the Armor Slayer. All right, step number 1, give Marcus the Armor Slayer. This is a step that I didn't take prior to starting this, but it's a very important one. Also, actually having Marcus with a couple vulneraries is pretty useful here too, but I didn't take that either. My preparations may have not been the best for this. Roy is a juicer. Okay, step number 2 is going to involve killing this mercenary. Now, one of the problems with killing this mercenary is you can trade Marcus onto the Silver Lance, but I believe, and I could be wrong about this, I actually think I'm going to test this. This might not be the best opportunity to test something like this, but oh, actually it doesn't matter. Never mind. Screw what I just said. So if you have Thani, the problem is none of our units have enough movement to reach Marcus, but if you have Thani, you can reach Marcus on this turn, and what you can do is you can trade him onto the Silver Lance, which is useful because it allows you to deal more damage to this mercenary. The problem is if you deal too much damage, you reach a threshold that forces these physic priests to heal the mercenary, and that's really bad. You don't want the mercenary to get healed because you need to kill the mercenary on turn 2. Now I'm not 100% sure if that works, and I kind of wanted to test it here, but as I just pointed out, I kind of messed up 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he wants to get here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I kind of messed up where people are positioned, or I don't have Thani, so I can't test it here. That's the better way to put it. But hypothetically, you could do that. It's just you have to be a little bit careful again because of that. Now over here, I'm gonna have this guy can attack him if he wants. I'd rather him go down there than go up there. Everybody else is gonna move to the right. We want to keep everyone as a clump. This is the best way to approach this. Literature and speech before chapter 21 are some of my Roy moments. I don't know about that speech. I'm excited to get to that speech. That's one of the reasons that I've been really excited to sort of read the stories of these games, because I'm not that familiar with a lot of the like little particulars regarding the characters. So it's cool to know them a little bit better. I do know the story of this game in sort of a relative sense, but not as particular as that. But this is where the chapter can become a bit tedious, and this is where getting that support up is kind of valuable because, again, we have to get the turn 2 recruit, we have to do everything we just did, which is easy, but you also have to kill the mercenary, and you have to kill the cavalier that's gonna go in between the 2 villages in a second here. You have to kill that cavalier. Doing this may seem easy, but it can be a little tedious. It looks like the Lycian army has commenced a counterattack on the rebels. Let's join them and quell this shameful little rebellion. Uh-oh. Wait, where's Noah? I think he went to the arena a little while ago. He said he's coaching some girl in swordplay. Noah, a coach? That's not like him. Has he made a little girlfriend, I wonder? Well, no matter. He can catch up with us later. Time for action. Move out. I like Trek. So yeah, killing this guy can be a bit tedious. Also killing this guy can be a bit tedious too. This is actually one of those moments, depending on where this guy rolls. Okay, sometimes this guy rolls 8 in speed and not 9, and you can actually double him with Marcus, but that did not happen here. So I've actually never gotten Rucker far enough up to kill this mercenary, but this is actually a really good part of the strategy. It might leave Rucker a little bit exposed here, but yeah, I usually don't have Rucker in this good a position. This is actually really good. How about them Packers? How about them Packers? Man, that was a game, all right. I went in with very low hopes. Just happy to just be included in the playoffs, and yeah, it was quite the achievement. Very fun to see. Man, Jordan Love. Oh my God, dude, Jordan Love. There were like 2 throws he made in the game. The one of them to Wicks in the end zone off his back foot. It was like an all-out blitz. He had like just enough time off his back foot. It just throws a dime into the end zone. God, it was beautiful to watch. How about them Packers? But yeah, all around, complete team effort. It was amazing. I kind of had a feeling, because like if they were playing like the 49ers, and we'll see next week, I think it'll probably be pretty rough. You know, the 49ers are the 49ers, but because it was Dallas, especially when they went down, like when Dak threw that first pick and the Packers converted, it was 14-0. I know it's pretty like dumb to say when a game is 14-0, you feel like it's going well for your team, but I was kind of like, I think this Dallas team might just be broken, like. But yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun to see. Am I gonna be able to kill this guy? See, this is the problem with this strategy. We're gonna have to probably rely on a fairly low percent here. Do I really not double this guy? Wow, Lance does not double this guy. Yeah, I only have 12 speed. Sometimes this guy rolls 8 and not 9, and then you can double, but obviously that wasn't the case here. Let's start with Sue. You have to be really careful with Sue here because she, I think, could probably get one-shot by this guy, yeah. This Wyvern is part of why this first, like, part of the game is really scary, because he is terrifying. I guess I could try Alan. I'm trying to think of the best way to handle this. If Alan hits this, we don't have to worry about that. I guess I should do this then, right? If all else fails and I have to shoot with Sue, then Lance ends up here, and then... Yeah, see, that doesn't really work. Well, I guess I'll have Zealot, right? So I can always use him. I could put Zealot, like, here. That could work. That could work. So... Yeah, let's start with Alan. If this misses, it's not the end of the world. Okay, that's really good. Because this should be pretty consistent. Yeah, no, I'll take a 91%. Okay, thank God. If that would have missed, oh my God. Okay, and that completes the turn to recruit because now we can recruit Zealot. Excuse me, are you Sir Jarrett? I guess it's Jarrett in this translation patch. Of the Ilian mercenaries? That's me, and you are? My name is Roy. I lead the army that's fighting the rebels. You, impressive. I expect somebody older. I'm here because Lord Hector asked me to be. God damn. Roy is just a stone cold killer, man. He's great. Lord Hector, we've lost a great man. He was a true warrior. We have to retake Ostia for Lord Hector. And for Lilina, I concur. We'll offer what help we can. Thank you for your assistance. Save the thanks for after we've retaken the castle. Come, we must concentrate on the enemy now. Right. You know, before this, I was always kind of thinking that Roy fell into this category of Fire Emblem protagonist that's kind of boring, kind of timid, whatever. He's fine, you know. He's kind of famous for like being in Smash and stuff, but I'm kind of liking this guy. He's kind of getting it. I would love to kill this guy if I can, but I don't think that's going to be a possibility. Yeah, no, he's got too much health. So the question is, where do we position Zealot? So he needs to recruit Trek. Trek, we're now in service of the Lycian army. Okay, I guess. Not the most enthusiastic response. You don't like the idea? Well, no, it's fine. Oh, well, all right then. Get to it then. Lycia, huh? It should all work out. So I could put him here or I could put him here. I think for the time being, here is probably slightly more safe because it helps out Lance a little bit. And then you basically have to pick up Roy with Trek because obviously Trek will get absolutely massacred if he stays there. And then I think, what's your movement? Okay, perfect. I think I'm gonna pick you up and drop you here and then back up. Actually, not lure, sometimes I accidentally lure out this this knight. It's actually kind of nice that I didn't lure him out because he can be a bit annoying. Yeah, that hit should be fine. So that's the turn to recruit. That's how you do the turn to recruit. Again, if you want to keep both Zealot and Trek alive, I would highly recommend taking this strategy because there's really no guarantee that you'll get them both alive. The problem is Trek in particular, but both of them do not handle fighting the wyverns and the enemies very well. Part of the problem as well is if you let the AI fight, they'll do dumb shit. I know, what a surprise. Zealot in particular will constantly be equipping like the Steel Lance, although actually now that I say that I've equipped the Steel Lance, but he'll constantly be equipping really terrible items and it'll make it really hard for him to survive. Oh, this is a torch staff. It creates light in foggy places. If you're in fog, you can't attack anything you can't see. This should be helpful if you ever find yourself in that situation. Thank you. Roy is hurt. That's a good. He's not in anybody's range this turn, so he should be okay. But that is a good good looking out. Definitely something I should be aware of. Just move Deke all the way up. I mean, the only person this guy can attack is Rucker. Is Rucker in any danger? No, because he can't reach Rucker. Oh, you can reach Sue. I actually kind of like that. And you can reach Clarion. I actually kind of like that. Just because it'll get him to go way back there, which will move him out of position. One of the things that's a pretty useful skill in Fire Emblem is using weak units. This is something we did in Thracia all the time, using weak units to get captured. It's really scary, right? Because obviously they're weak for a reason, and if you lose them, if you do it too much, you could wind up losing important units. However, there's a lot of upside to it. That was a double miss. Okay, this guy attacking Wade is probably fine, although he'll probably double me. Maybe this is not fine. But the point is, you can use them to position enemies in poor places, which is actually pretty helpful. Obviously, you can't have people get captured in this game because that's not a mechanic, but you can do a similar thing. There's range of the enemy javelin. She should be okay. Oh, she was in range of this guy's javelin too. Okay, never mind. That was a terrible, terrible turn by me. I did not realize she was in that guy's range too. Thankfully, that guy just didn't attack her for some reason. But yeah, that was really sketchy. I was also supposed to trade Lance onto a Lance, and I forgot to do that. Okay, this was a kind of a bad play turn by me, but it's okay. Looks like they've started attacking the rebels. I need to get going, Fur. Thank you for helping me, Sir Noah. Of course. I was sure surprised. I sure was surprised when you came up to me, though. Not many people would challenge somebody to a match so quickly like that. I'm sorry, Sir Noah. I never fought in the arena before. If you'd asked anyone else, you'd be dead now. You need to look your opponent over carefully before choosing a fight. And I must have the humility to surrender when it appears. If it appears, I'll lose. Exactly. You can always get your money back, but don't throw away your life. You're right, thank you. What will you do now? Will you stay here and continue practicing the sword? No, I'm going to the Western Isles. Western Isles? Why? They're constructing a new mine, so there are many new workers headed there. Miners are strong, so it's no doubt an ideal place to find new opponents to challenge. Besides, yes, the Western Isles is where my mother first met my father. She passed on. Was it the Western Isles? I guess it must have been, right? She passed on, but at my age, she traveled around the world training herself. So that's it. You surprised me again. Why? I thought all you wanted was to become strong. I didn't realize you were following in your mother's footsteps. You do have a cute side after all. Sir Noah, please don't tease me. Ha 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 ha. Trick, what a loser. Yeah, definitely nice that I mean, to be fair, she does have 37 avoid, so the chance of her dying there is actually probably pretty small, but definitely not a good decision on my part. So this guy's terrifying. Killing this one wyvern as quickly as possible is extremely important. Unfortunately, where he's currently positioned is really bad for me. This is where this chapter, so the turn 2 recruit is really important and you know, is a little tedious, but this is where this chapter really kicks into high gear, because dealing with this guy is not an easy task. So the question is, how are we going to do it? And I'm not really sure that I have an answer to that question. Unfortunately, he has a javelin equipped as well, so attacking him at range isn't as safe as I would like it to be. I think I'm going to have Lance go into this forest tile, which should make him safe. So one of the best approaches that you can take to this chapter is to basically form this line here using your 2 paladins and then the Lance and Alan coupled with their support. But again, it's really tedious because you have to be really careful of this wyvern. My hope is that what we can do is use the line strategy and then lure out the wyvern into a better place for me to kill it. Maybe with Roy, because as we all know, Roy is juicy. Okay, 12 damage is not terrible. I really want Alan to wind up on this forest tile because it's going to make it a lot more consistent for him. So I think I'll have you go here and just attack this guy. Move 69 hit. That's perfect. Actually, wait. Am I pushed up too far? I don't think so. No, we got to be really careful of that guy. I suppose I could do this with Rucker. Rucker is also pretty consistent. So a crit would be 18. God, a crit would go so hard here. What if we got a crit? Dude, a crit would actually go so hard here. All right, I'm gonna try it. A crit would be so good here. Okay, damn. Good effort, good effort. A crit would have gone really hard there. Okay, so Trek. I guess actually what's probably better is if I pick up with Alan and then have Trek pick up. Because that way I get more movement. Sure. I actually would like to kill that guy if I can. Does that put me in range of anybody? No. Okay, we should be good. Let's kill this guy. Lots coming in handy. Oh, never mind. And we got hit. Okay. Sure, whatever. Was unfortunate. Okay, so Wade needs to get out of here. Oh god. It's kind of a bad position for Wade now. Wade needs to get out of here. Heal Wade. This is a little sketchy what we're doing right now. So Rucker has 18 health. It says 10 might with 22. So I guess we're gonna drop him here and then back up with Clarine. She can't take a hit. And then I guess I'll do this just so he stops getting attacked. Actually, is he gonna go on the forest tile? Yeah, he is. All right, I'll let him get attacked again. And then Dorothy back up. And Sue back up. Can you one-shot Roy? That's the question. Not with the javelin. Does anybody have vulnerary? She does, but I don't want to put him there because then he'll be in range of this guy. Well, I also want the Wyvern to be positioned correctly. I don't want to do this. I mean, the Lada's Wyvern bait, yeah, I think he's probably going to end up getting killed by the Wyvern, but... So 18, so he definitely doesn't die. 18 minus 6, but with weapon triangle is minus 5 is 13. Okay, I'm going to put Roy right here. Yeah, that should work. And then Deke, I guess just stay where you are for now. He'll be in good position for next turn, I think. Okay. This is iffy, but this chapter is always iffy. Him healing is actually kind of nice because Lot might not die now. Part of the really annoying thing about this chapter that we didn't mention yet, other than missing 81%, is the clerics who have physic, which makes this really tedious because even if you're able to damage the wyverns, for example, you still could potentially have to kill them at full health. This is why, again, not luring out the second wyvern by positioning, but not putting anybody on the far left side is really useful because you do not want to be fighting two wyverns. You don't even want to be fighting one wyvern, but you don't have much choice in that matter. Okay, that's a good miss. That is a good miss. Where does the wyvern go? This is the question of the day. Sure, a 12% hit Alan. Why not? Why wouldn't it? Okay, that's good. I really hope he attacks Roy. Ooh, this is good chip damage we can get. Although again, with physic, this is kind of meh. Once we deal with the wyvern, these 4 units will be able to kind of hold them back pretty easily. Okay. I like that he had hit by such a low percent. Okay. Javelin attacking me at 1 range is actually kind of cool. Okay. Does this kill? Yeah. Okay. That's a bummer. Unfortunately, no more. Unfortunately, yeah, a lot. I could have maybe positioned a little better there, but that's okay. Question is, does the wyvern get physicked? No, that's actually great. Okay. That sucks that Lot died, obviously, but huge for us. Also, Noah going back here, I believe he's in range of Roy to recruit is also really fantastic. Unfortunately, I just realized that I moved both of our archers too far back to actually attack the wyvern. but that's okay. I'm going to heal Rucker. Yes, I'm going to heal Rucker. Predicted, yeah. That unfortunately, Locke getting hit there kind of just meant he was going to die. Feels bad. Okay, a crit would still go really hard here. Even if we don't crit, it's okay. Wow, no crit in 4 attacks. That's kind of a bummer, but should be all right. We should be able to close this guy out pretty easily at this point. Maybe with Deke? No, not even close. Damn, yeah, not having my archers in position is kind of a bummer. Don't think I can really do this with Trek. That's pretty good. I like that. Maybe we can do it with Deke if we can hit some of these. Hit this one too. Can Deke do it now? It'd be really nice to not have to break formation with my calves. That's so sketchy. What can you? I mean, that actually would be the perfect amount of damage. Well, it actually would have been the perfect amount of damage. I have Deke. I guess Deke could actually become part of the formation. Maybe if because he could go there. Yeah, actually that'll work. So Lance go do this. This will actually probably be the better approach. And even if Lance gets hit, it's okay. If he misses though, this is really not okay. It's a 77% though. That's not bad. Okay, good hits, good hits. All right. You can see how difficult it is to kill one goddamn wyvern though. Good level up too. We love that. Okay, so then Deke, and the nice thing is that I'm still in support range with Alan, so we should be okay from that perspective as well. So Deke is now going to become part of the formation here, which I think he should be okay. I mean, yeah, I think it'd be alright. I really want to kill that mage, but I don't know. Can we maybe kill the mage? I do like that. I'm willing to try that. I think killing the mage is important enough to try this. That a crit will do it. We love that. Okay, that mage is pretty annoying just because again his the damage is really high on them. This is actually a little bit sketchy because even if I recruit Noah, we're not actually looking that good back here. The units that I have back here are not very strong, but he does not die, which is good. Let's recruit Noah. Are you one of the Ilian mercenaries? Sure am. How can I help? My name is Roy. I lead the Lycian army. Oh, I heard of you. I'm supposed to take orders from you now. Are you sure that's all right? What do you mean? Do you have to check in with your commander? He told us we're joining the Lycian army. That's enough for me. But did he mean like this? This is a battlefield. There's no time to check everything with the commander. As long as I'm following orders, I can play it by ear. I see. Thanks for the help. Okay, so now we have Noah. Now, ideally, we're going to be able to kill this archer this turn. This weight hit would go a long way to that end game. Okay, beautiful. I won't wait to get the kill, but also doing that first is pretty useful because it helps kind of mold the rest of our turn. Usually, doing the sketchier hits first really helps you, like, it's a good, like, rule of thumb when you're playing these games. Because, it helps kind of mold your turn, depending on whether you get the hit or not. Sure. This is kind of a whatever attack, but we're gonna have to chip this guy down. I don't really see any other way to kill him. That's a good question. It's the same actually. Wow. It weighs one more, but that's not a problem for him. Yeah, it's the same hit. So you have 5 move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if I go here, I should be okay. We can just keep chipping this guy down. I always kind of find it funny in Fire Emblem games where you have like all of your crap units all kind of like huddled together dealing with one enemy. Okay. And Roy can survive. It's only at 1 health, which is very sketchy, but he can survive. That's the important bit. Should be good here. I guess Alan, if you want to whack this guy, that's fine. I'm kind of sad that it's not better, although it is kind of nice that it's not worse than a normal an Iron Axe. I guess I'll heal you, because why not? Okay, we should be pretty well set up for the rest of the chapter now, unless anything too... Wow, they really want to get healed! Holy crap! 3 of them just surrounded that cleric. These knights are pretty annoying. This is where having Lou comes in really handy. You also want to kind of balance positioning yourself on forest tiles, but also not necessarily allowing opponents to be on forest tiles. Because specifically when it comes to mercenaries, but when it comes to just about any unit, because the forest tiles combined with the shit hit rate in this game is a recipe for a lot of misses, which is not great. Again, we're looking pretty good at this point. Yeah, unfortunately, again, these healers just make this so tedious. So the wyverns, at least from a story standpoint, I understand the wyverns, right? The idea that Byrne gave them some wyverns to help them out. But whoever decided it was a good idea to include physic clerics on this chapter, or priests, whatever, that person should be checked out. Like, that person is a nut. I don't know in what realm that was a good idea, but I would sincerely disagree with the person that came up with that idea. In fact, I think I'm going to use this opportunity to take out one of the clerics. You really want to kill these guys. There's no, like, this isn't Fire Emblem 5. We can't get these physics, which sucks, but we really want to kill these as quickly as possible, just so they stop healing everything. Also, you have to be really careful of this guy's range because he is terrifying. I lost a unit a couple of playthroughs ago because I put him in a really poor position and that guy just annihilated him. So, gotta be careful with that. So Marcus currently has my Armor Slayer. I could kill this guy. I think it might put Deacon kind of too much. Yeah, see, this guy's Elfire, which is very scary, but I think Zealot's res is also okay. Yeah, it's not amazing, but it's okay. I think I'm gonna take out this guy. Yeah, let's start killing the Knights. They're pretty annoying. But yeah, those are the two big things that you have to understand and deal with when you're playing this chapter. The physic guys, obviously, like, they won't pressure you, so they're a little bit, they're not quite as tedious, but they help support the really tedious guys, which is the wyverns. So you got to be really careful with the whole package. Does Rooker want to kill, or does he want to? Sure, whatever. I'll probably send Rooker to help out the middle. We do need to kill this guy because Roy can't take another hit. He is almost out of HP. Sure, I'll take a 50-50. Okay, well, we lost. Okay, somebody does need to kill this guy. I guess I'm glad I'm doing this now because one of these is gonna have to hit. Again, Roy cannot take another hit. I mean, maybe? Okay, somebody needs to hit this guy. Trek? It's only a 66. Okay. Oh my god, if that didn't hit, actually we would have been in some problems there. that would have been a little sus, but we got there. That's a little more a little scarier than it needed to have been, but we're okay. The idiot brigade can't manage anything more than a, although to be honest, the Noah hit was like 70%, so that was kind of annoying, but oh shit. I just left this part of the formation completely open. That's not good. Okay, Saul. Well, you're gonna have to take some hits, buddy. Yeah. So the plan, I think, was to bring Lance over here, but then I didn't do that, and now this is happening. So I could pick him up, but that doesn't... Well, actually, no, because that makes Clarion... Also, Clarion could totally die here. This... Yeah, this was really bad on my part. Alright, well, I don't think attacking really makes sense. Could move him up, but that just seems worse. Yeah, this formation kind of collapsed. Okay, that's kind of nice because that guy's a javelin. I don't think that really affects stuff too much. Oh god, him moving first really sucks. That's a bummer. Him moving first really sucks because we wanted a javelin guy to attack Saul. The hit rate would have been way worse. Okay. I think a javelin... Does that guy have a javelin? Okay. I think we're good. That was definitely a never punished moment. We should be good. There's no way they can die now. Oh my god. I set up that whole formation with the plan of bringing Lance over there to complete the formation, but I used Lance to attack the soldier that I should not have done. And then I needed to bring Trek back here, so Trek couldn't be a part of the formation either. That was very sketchy, but we got there in the end. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to heal Lance. I'd love to get Lance back in the fight, but he needs to be healed first. This, by the way, is one of the reasons that bringing a third healer, as much as it seems kind of pointless, actually not the worst idea in the world, because your healers are kind of spread thin. There's a lot of people taking a lot of damage. Also, having vulneries on Marcus and maybe like Lance or Alan or both is actually pretty useful here. I didn't do that, as I talked about earlier, but definitely a much better approach than the approach I took here. Really useful to have that item on them, to be able to have some self-sustain. Okay, so the plan this turn is to kill this guy, obviously, and then probably kill that guy, and then maybe Zealot can kill this guy. The hit's not exactly the best, but it's probably a hit we're just gonna have to contend with. Okay, let's heal Roy, mostly because I want to get Saul out of here. Rucker's too far away to do anything, yeah, so you can kill him, and then I guess we'll try it with Zealot. If it doesn't work, it's not like the end of the world. A nice crit. Very, very useful crit. Way to help out, Teak. Love you, buddy. Because I can kill this guy. My formation should still be closed enough, yeah. I should still be good even if this misses, although I hope it hits, obviously. This is our last 2 hit of the Armor Slayer. I think you get another Armor Slayer in this chapter, although I could be wrong about that. And then hopefully I can just kill this mage. Yeah, I like that. One of the things that Marcus has in this game, and he actually has in the Fire Emblem 7 as well, is really high res. Not like extraordinarily high, but his res is really solid. Yeah, 9. It's the same amount as his defense, which is kind of crazy. One of the things that's kind of funny about Fire Emblem 7 is that even when you've gotten to the point in the game where the Marcus from that game has completely fallen off, he's actually like still got some of the best res of most of your units. And in this game, it's kind of true as well. Now, it's not as important in this game. Marcus really doesn't have much utility past a certain point, unlike in Fire Emblem 7, but the res is definitely nice. Truck can deal 1 damage. Sorry, 1 damage. Okay, at this point, we should be in pretty good shape. Marcus is taking a beating, but we should be in pretty good shape for the rest of the chapter. We can probably kill these guys this turn without too much issue. And then I'd love to heal Wade so I can start doing that. So what exactly is the movement of this wyvern? Okay, so we're still okay if we do this. Okay, apparently Deke's just critting everybody, which is fine. It's a little weird, but I think there was a chance that Marcus could have died on that turn. But one of the things that you'll realize pretty quickly about this chapter is that you take the lowest percentages you can find and you make it as safe as possible, but you can't really make it. It's hard to play this chapter completely safe. It's hard to never put anyone in a position where they could potentially die, you know? That's just kind of the way this chapter works. It's tough to know how the enemies are going to move too when you have that many enemies and you have this open of a space. It's really difficult to know exactly who they're going to attack as well. Okay, we're on the missing 80% and getting hit by 20%'s plan. We love that. Yeah, love that. Okay, so we want to heal Wade, which we can do pretty easily here. Even mend him. Part of me was almost kind of excited to lose Saul just because it would open up Ellen a little bit more. Not that that's a very interesting like character switch, but I don't know. One of the things that I love about Iron Man's, and I've talked this to death before, but Osea is Lacia's greatest city, but now look at it. What did you say? You're not you're out to restore our former glory? Then please take this gem. It'll fetch a high price at any store. Just use the money to help Osea. I completely forgot what I was saying. Never mind. Whatever I said probably wasn't that important. something. Who knows? Nice. There's no... Well, there is warp in this game, but it's not like we're trying to get any of our healers to a certain... Like, warp isn't necessary in any of my strategies, so this isn't like Thracia where getting a weapon level up on your healers actually goes a long way. It is nice. I'm never going to say no to it, but... It's not super crucial or anything. Oh, I just put Sue in this guy's range. Should be fine. Should be just fine. Now, obviously, we're still gonna have to deal with 2 wyverns, which seems a bit scary, but the wyverns are a lot less scary when they're not combined with like 15 other units. And you can see he's moving now because we're in his range. But again, you can avoid one of the wyvern's range by not moving to the left, which is, again, I think a really important strategy. Also, as I mentioned when it was happening, and I never kind of realized, you can actually use Rucker to help you out with the mercenary kill on turn 2, which again, I've never done before, but is an amazing strategy, and definitely something I'll be including in my strategies for this chapter in the future. Normally, Rucker is my person that goes to the left and takes care of that area, but again, because my strategy includes not going left to not aggro them, that doesn't really happen anymore. So we probably need to back out here a little bit, to be honest. I'd love to kill this guy. I'd love to maybe do something like kill with Lance and then pick him up and then back out. Because the Wyvern's moving whether we attack him or not, or put somebody in his range or not, I should say. Yeah, beautiful. So now we're going to pick you up and we're going to back up just a little bit. And then we're going to put you down. Probably shouldn't have done this with Clearing because I actually wanted to heal with Clearing, but whatever. And we're going to be just outside of range, so then you go here. Deke back up and Sue back up. And then you go here. And that way I am not in the Wyvern's range. No, perfect. Okay, that should be good. I guess if Rucker wants to help out killing those archers, that would be totally fine. Oh, excuse me. Do some stretches. Okay, that was really scary. I was actually just thinking, I'm like, man, did I? Because that cav can reach people. This is, I've talked about this before, and I actually find it fairly interesting. Obviously, when Fire Emblem chapters are really difficult and you're in really difficult moments, you lose characters, right? That's how it works. We lost a character in this chapter, but I actually tend to lose more characters at more like less difficult moments because you just stop thinking. It's like how Thani died. Chad could have died there. I've actually lost a unit to putting them in this guy's range and forgetting to heal them on one of my playthroughs not too long ago. You gotta be really careful. It's tough because obviously the reason you do it is because you sort of stop paying attention, but paying attention even in the more boring moments is actually very important. The first time I ever did a Sacred Stones Iron Man, I found it very kind of like a little boring and easy, and I sort of stopped paying attention. And then it was one of the later chapters, and I just put Erica in bolting range of a guy, and she died, and I was like, you know, but it's an important lesson too, right? Because Fire Emblem can always get you. Even in the supposedly easiest games of Fire Emblem, even in the supposedly easiest moments, there's always something out there ready to murder you. Yep, yeah, Lance has been... I mean, Lance is always great, obviously, but he has been very solid. So this is actually a little bit sketchy. If I don't hit something like this Steel Lance, I really need to hit this. Okay, that's a good hit. I think we should be able to deal with him. Killing these wyverns is not easy. Okay, I mean, that was a better level up than anything else she's got. What's your movement? So this is pretty good. Okay, that's great. That's great. We love that. We love to see that. Can you kill maybe? That would be pretty cool. I'm gonna give that a try. Okay, love that. Actually, which one? One of these has a red gem. Is it this one? Yes. Stealing that red gem is actually pretty useful, so we're gonna want to do that. Excuse me. There is also a horse slayer in one of these houses that we're gonna want to retrieve. One of the last things we need to do on this chapter is kill a bunch of cavaliers that are gonna spawn, and getting the horse slayer from the houses actually makes that really easy, and it's really beneficial because it's gonna give Lance a bunch of experience, which is really nice. Which we love. Be interesting to see if this chip damage actually matters, because he might just get healed. But again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the chapter, one of the nice things is, or one of the things that you kind of want to control is, if you don't deal too much damage, they won't heal. The reinforcements should be arriving from the south soon. Yeah, I want to see the look on their faces when they get hit from behind. All right, man, calm down. So, yeah, I don't remember exactly where the horse slayer is, but I'd really like to find it very quickly. Because again, we're gonna want to use it to defeat the guys from behind. We do have the halberd, but I really don't trust the halberd. You're gonna help Lady Lilina? Here's a staff that can heal injuries from a distance. If the Lady Lilina is hurt, please heal her. Actually, potentially kind of useful for the next chapter, but you can position Lilina in a way that she never gets attacked. Let me steal the red gem before we do anything else. Before I forget. No, Tonga. Lot died. I just didn't add him to the death counter yet. Unfortunately, Lot got a little unlucky, although it was like 250s or something that hit him, so not the craziest thing. But yeah, we did have one death. Sure, that's fine. Try to make sure this guy dies. But yeah, I should get him on the death counter. We better anyway. True. Wade is alive. That's the important bit. Very true. Okay, so there's a couple more sets of reinforcements that we have to deal with, and then obviously we have to kill the boss, but that's pretty much all there is left to this chapter. Would you like to buy some elixir? I'll patch your wounds up right up. The recipe is top secret, don't ask, because I'm not telling. What's that? You don't want any? Here, I'll give you a free sample. You won't be disappointed. Okay, thank you, random woman with elixir. Kill the boss with Wade Hammer. That's what I want to do. We're gonna see what the percentage looks like there. I believe the last time that I trained Lot, I had Lot kill this boss with a hammer and the next boss, who's Legance, with a hammer. And if I remember correctly, both of them took forever. So we'll see what the percentages look like. Okay. This set of reinforcements is actually kind of interesting because it happens like 3 times. The first time they show up, it's not ambush spawns, but then the second and the third set of reinforcements are both ambush spawns, which is kind of weird. But, or maybe there's only 2 sets, I don't know. Normally I do this a little bit faster. I'd love to get that horse slayer. Cavaliers, paladins, mounted knights like those. This guy's got quite the chin. Oh my god. This lance is incredibly effective against such soldiers. There are many horsemen in the rebel army, so use this against them. Yeah, that's a good point. There is one cavalier who is really strong and has a silver lance, and he's terrifying. So you definitely have to be careful around him. It's it's this one. So we're just gonna move up. Everyone's just gonna move up. I want to get Lance and Alan down there as quickly as possible. And with the Horse Slayer, we should be able to deal with that. Okay, do I get weighed down by the Horse Slayer at all? 13. Yeah, by force I have 9 speed. Oops. And this guy's 10. Okay, so I don't get doubled. That's important. But yeah, the Silver Lance Cavalier can definitely wreck your shit if you're not careful, for sure. I'm gonna go to the vendor really quick, and then I think we should be good to go here. Oh, okay. Where's the Silver Lance guy going? Over there? Okay, interesting. So what do we have here? Steel Lance and Steel Lance with 19 attack. We do have the halberd. That's what I was saying before. Like, we could try to halberd with Wade, but I think the percentage there is going to be really low. The problem with these guys is, like you said, because the Silver Lance guy is really scary. You don't really want to mess around with these guys. We could definitely try to see what the percentage looks like, but I'm not really sure that that's in the cards here. Here, Dorothy, you want to kill this guy? But that is a good point. We do have the halberd. Okay, they're coming back over here. That guy did not attack me. Not 100% sure why that guy didn't attack me, but here we are. A little weird. I guess maybe his percentage was just really low, but his percentage wouldn't have been 0. 33. That should kill him once I get in support range. I've always found this to be one of the most effective ways to do this. Just give whichever one, Lance or Alan, that you like better, the Horse Slayer, and then use their support and go crazy. Well, it's not the halberd, but you can at least get a kill. Never mind. So I should one-shot now with support. Yeah, perfect. Beautiful. And you can see his hits only 30 once you get the support coupled with the forest style, so you can get some really good avoid doing that. Here, Deke. We can also stack up on weapons here, although, like I said, stacking up on weapons in this game isn't the most crucial thing in the world. And I think I'm actually doing pretty fine as far as weapons go. I'll take like a couple of iron swords. I think I have axes. I think I don't have hand axes. I'm gonna buy some hand axes for Wade. Although, to be honest, once he promotes, I don't really know that hand axes are the way to go, but sure. Get some big chip damage here. I think these guys do have vulneraries, so Dorothy probably won't be able to kill this guy. But Sue can if she wants. Actually, Roy, you want to kill him? God, I wish Roy promoted. I really want to use Roy. I feel like Roy's such a cool character, but his late promote is just so bad. And then the reason we brought Chad is because there's 2 chests up there. Otherwise, there would not be much reason to bring a thief here. There is always kind of a question of like whether or not you want to bring a thief, because sometimes bringing just an extra combat unit or like another healer is pretty useful, but I usually try to fit in a thief just to get the chests. I don't really remember what's in them, to be honest, but you may as well. Ray OP? God, I wish. I wish. There was a hack. I don't remember what it was called. Actually, it might not have even had a name. Oh, wow, that was an insane level up. Oh my god, strength and speed on Marcus is like ridiculous. That's one of the most ridiculous level ups I've ever seen, to be honest. But there was this hack that I played a long time ago. It probably still exists, obviously, but we'll take a couple lances and then maybe like a couple javelins. And I guess I should buy some bows if I'm serious about Dorothy. But basically what it did was it just made every single character in this game absolutely busted. Which might make you think, why? What's the point of that? Did it also make the enemies more difficult? No, it did not. It just made everyone extremely busted. Yeah, so that was the whole hack. But the point is, in the hack, Roy was incredible. But it didn't change when he promoted. And honestly, that's his biggest issue. So it actually didn't make Roy that good, if I'm being honest. But his stats were incredible. And it made the sealed sword infinite, which is really cool. Oh, somebody should go get, okay, there's the reinforcements there. I think there are 3 batches of reinforcements. I should be able to take out a couple. Yeah, we should be good here. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick while this plays. I'll be right back. Oh, we back. Well, there's no dialogue on the screen, so I'm assuming nobody died. Okay. I guess I'll do this, just so I can get on a forest tile to do this, just in case we miss. Okay, beautiful. I actually kind of hate this part of the chapter. It's funny, people complain about chapter 7 a lot, and they should. This chapter's ridiculous, but I kind of love it. Like, I don't know, I just really love really difficult chapters. However, the thing that I really hate about the chapter is this like end part, because you spend all this brain power and it's so exciting to try to like figure, it's like a puzzle, right? And then you finish it and then the chapter just kind of like lurks for another like 20 turns as you deal with reinforcements and get all the side objectives. Honestly, that's my biggest issue with this chapter. It lurks, you know? It's like, no, I've already done the fun bit. I already like solved the puzzle of the chapter. Like, I just want to move on to the next chapter now. It doesn't help that the next chapter is extremely boring too. I really like Fire Emblem 6, but you definitely hit this like lull in the mid game. It's not too long because a lot of the Western Isles chapters are actually pretty good, but you definitely hit this lull right after this chapter where it's like, it can be seen as a break, which is nice, you know, because this chapter is difficult, but to me it's always like, so boring. Where the horse layer is, yeah, it's really good. When I because like Bello said, these calves are actually a bit scary to deal with just because of the Silverlance guy. So once I discovered this strat of using the horse layer, it's how I do it every time. I like it a lot. And if you can get Lance to around 8 or 9 strength, coupled with the support with Alan, you can be really consistent in one-shotting. And that's pretty easy to get, which is nice. Also, this is one of the reasons that you can be pretty deliberate with using the rapier as much as you want, because you just get another one here. Not that the rapier is like a super valuable item and you're going to be using that a whole bunch, but it's nice. Roy's usefulness is, we're pretty much at the end of it. I mean, he's not going to be doing much more. Much more combat, I should say, because Roy's juiciness and the ability to take aggro away from other units is still something that you can abuse a little bit going forward, as we've seen in many of the playthroughs. Roy's juice knows no bounds, that's for sure. Okay, I want like a couple of fire tomes, because I think I will probably wind up training Lilina. I just love training Lilina. And then I want a couple of heal staves. I don't really have like a defined number of stuff I buy in this game. Again, it's not that important because there's a lot of shops, but generally speaking, I would say when you have the opportunity to buy a heal tome, heal staff, probably buy some heal staves, and just like keep a decent eye on your inventory. But it's not as crucial in this game again as it is in Fire Emblem 6. How much do you have? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay. Training Shanna. Oh wait, look. Hey, we tried. Okay, I was training Shanna. To be fair, I was in the process of training her. Unfortunately, she well, she's no longer with us. I am still kind of bummed about Shanna too. I will give you that. I'm a little bummed about her too. I was actually kind of There is, Matt, if it makes you feel any better, there is another Pegasus Knight in this game a little bit later named Tate. I think it's Tate. I think this game has Tate, who we could potentially use, but no Shanna, unfortunately. Although, in the next game I probably won't do it, but once we get to Sacred Stones, if you like early Pegasus Knights, or Peg Knights, as I know you like to say, there is a really good Peg Knight in that game, and we will definitely be using her, so at least there's that. And then actually, once we get to Fire Emblem, so Fire Emblem 8, and then Fire Emblem, there's actually a really good stretch of Peg Knights, because Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, which is the Game Boy Advance, or GameCube game, has a really good Peg Knight. Actually, 2 really good Peg Knights. And then Radiant Dawn, they're not really that good in that game, but they're okay. And then Shadow Dragon has a really good Peg Knight, although they promoted to Draco Knights, not Falcon Knights, but still. And then the game after that has a really good Peg Knight. I don't know about Awakening, because I'm not as familiar with that, but there's a pretty good stretch of Peg Knights coming up. We could potentially try to use Florina in the next game too, if we want to really go ham on Peg Knights. Rucker's been getting some pretty solid level ups. 11 strength is probably about where he should be at this point, I think. I never know with him. One of the benefits of trading Rucker, and this is the same is true for like Milady, is you really don't have to worry about the level ups. Like, he can do whatever he wants as far as his level ups go, and he'll be extremely good. Danny's my favorite. Why is Danny your favorite? I thought Karen was your favorite. Look, I kept Karen alive throughout all of our Thracia playthrough. Okay. I don't think I've ever done that before. Well, we never completed a playthrough, to be fair, but she died in both our previous playthroughs. I feel like I did enough, okay? Very necessary crit. Love to see it. Also, I like that you say I love trading Shanna, and then you changed it to Thani is my favorite. to Knuff. Oh my god. The only guys who played through, I'd say Farina is my favorite Pegasus Knight. Farina's cool. I like pretty much all the Pegasus Knights from Fire Emblem 7, to be honest. I don't like training any of them that much, to be completely honest. But I do like them all. I think they're all pretty fun. I'm trying to think of what my favorite Pegasus Knight is in like all of Fire Emblem. I like Karen a lot. I don't know. I mean, the best one I can think of is probably Marcia from Path of Radiance. She's really fun to use. I do like her. I really like Tanith from Path of Radiance. I know this doesn't mean much to you, Wheelie, because I know you haven't played those games, but I like those games. I like those units. I like Vanessa a lot too. She's really easy to use. Farina the easiest to train. That's true. I think Farina's really nice because she's basically a pre-promote. She's already like such a high level when you get her, so she does end up being pretty darn easy to train, which is definitely nice to see. I tend to be kind of a Pegasus Knight hater, but we're good. 8. Well, I think they all have blue hair, Tonka, because it's the Pegasus Knight sisters. Is Florina, Fiora, and Farina. But I think they all have blue hair because they're sisters. I'm pretty sure, or maybe Florina has pink hair. Actually, now that I think about it, but I think Fiora and Farina both have blue hair. Could be wrong about that though, actually. If he gets double 30% hit, he could actually die here, but so we're a fan of Samia. Yeah, I remember Samia being good. I think I used Samia. Oh shit, yeah, I'm dumb. I'm thinking of Fire Emblem 7, not Fire Emblem 8. Yeah, you're right. Tana, yep, Tana is the Tana is who you're talking about. I used to, when I was younger and played Sacred Stones a lot, Tana was like definitely my favorite. I love Tana. I've definitely become more of a Vanessa man these days, but I really like Tana. She's my best combat unit. Yeah, Tana, I think she comes a little late. Like, I definitely prefer Vanessa, like I said, but Tana is a beast. She's awesome. She's definitely, yeah, like I said, one of my favorite units when I was younger. Ow. Is Alan gonna die here? No, never. This has been ultra disappointing. Has she been disappointing? Like, has her strength been really bad, or? Part of the thing with Vanessa is that there's a couple of like early you can get, I think it's 2 early energy drops, and she really needs both early energy drops because her strength is quite bad. But so if I put you here, I think you'd be a little better off. I don't need to vulnerate. It's not like you can die. There's 3 more houses I still have to get, but we can worry about that later. To give her the first energy ring. Yeah, that is definitely one of the things that she struggles with. The nice thing is that Sacred Stones, it's like 2 strength screwed. That is a big deal. That is one of the problems with Vanessa, is if you do get a little strength screwed, she does wind up really struggling. But one of the nice things about Sacred Stones is that enemies just aren't that strong. So if you can get her promoted early, you can usually have enough strength. But definitely, if you're willing to put in the time, Tana is a much more consistently powerful unit. But just the like 2 early energy rings are really huge in getting Vanessa going. All right, Wade, what percentage are we looking at here? 25. That's not very good. Could hope for a crit, but okay. Can somebody like chip this guy for me? I have no more Armor Slayer, unfortunately. Okay, that's not the worst. You beat Burns Wyvern Riders? I'll not let you pass. Just use charm? God, I wish. I mean, we kind of have charm because we have a little tiny bit of support, but it's not very good. I want to chip him down. I want to at least get him to the point where the hammer will kill, because relying on 2 hammer hits, I think, is a really bad strategy. But we can maybe get 1 to go. I also don't have much other option here because I don't have an armor slayer. I used it all up, so I don't know if that crit. Is he really our like only option here? I mean, that's something, but yikes. This might kind of be our only option, to be completely honest. As sad as that seems. Trying to think of what's easier, a crit with the killer lance or a hammer hit. A hammer hit's 25%. A crit with the killer lance will require a 43% hit and then like a 30%. Yeah, no, that's got to be worse. Look at this great bow I made. It fires arrows much faster than a normal bow. Very useful, don't you think? Of course you do. You can have it. I want it to go to good use. Oh, he said farther. I was trying to figure out what he meant by faster. There's no bow in the game that fires faster. Doesn't make any sense. I believe. Oh, it hit! No! If I didn't actually believe, if we had just, god damn it, if we had just used. Okay, that's fine. We just need another one to hit. If I had just used Marcus first, that actually would have killed. Oh man, that's really disappointing. Okay, that's fine. We just need another one to hit. We have a while to do it. Because we can do it before he gets back to 24 HP, which is a decent amount of time. A while back, I saw a man dying in the street. I helped him out, and he gave me this sword. Really strange person, but kind. This is the sword. You can have it. Take good care of it. Thank you. He had a killing edge. Okay. A bow that can shoot from the hip. Whoa. He's revolutionized it. All right, wait. I believe in you. Okay, that's fine. Could have used an iron lance, in fact, or an iron axe. In fact, an iron axe probably would have killed there, but I really want to see this hammer kill. It's gonna be even worse against Legant. This sword could have just been a stranger gifted me this sword. Yeah, I don't know about all the. He was dying in the street, and I helped him, and just like this man had 1 HP. General Gantz allied himself with Burn. He had all who resisted him killed. I escaped though. Please take this. It's a hero's crest. Give this to an experienced hero and fight to save Ostia. My man, I kind of want to know what man had a killing edge and was 1 HP lying in the middle of the street. Yeah, it doesn't even kill anymore. This kills. We could try it. Alright. As much as I wanted to see the hammer kill, him ending on a crit is so dope. I'm okay with it. General Legance, please be cautious. These people are powerful. That was really, that was quite the flourish that Wade just gave that general. That was awesome. And we got a dope level up too? My man's cooking. Holy shit. Okay, so where did that W exactly? That was sick. Okay, did we get all the houses? We did, okay. Finish it in style. This is moment. He's actually like, those stats don't even look that, they're pretty bad, but. All right, let's get out of here. Thank you, Wade. The city is finally under control. Now let us retake Castle Ostia and rescue Lilina. Lord Roy, I understand your apprehension, but please be patient. We still need to, wait, did he say apprehension? Doesn't that mean, I don't know. We still need to break down the castle gates. Lilina. Speaking of Lady Lilina, what do you think of what Hector, Lord Hector said? You mean about the dragons? They were real, not just myth. Lord Hector was one of the greatest tacticians in Lycia, and yet his army was defeated in the blink of an eye. Burn's army is perhaps the strongest in Alib. I say those Wyvern Riders were indeed very formidable opponents. Of course, the Wyvern Riders must have been difficult enough, but the dragons, I can't even conceive how powerful they must be. Lord Hector mentioned a weapon that is effective against dragons. I wonder where it's hidden. I presume it must be one of the legendary weapons. If we can obtain those, we might have a fighting chance against the dragons, but I do wonder what a legendary weapon is doing in Ostia. Perhaps Lady Lulina knows the answer. I'm curious as well. Oh. Lord Roy, our men have finished knocking down the gate. We can enter now. Alright, move forward. Rescue Lulina no matter the cost. And thus ends chapter 7, which is pretty nice. 2 deaths today is a little unfortunate, but I'll take only 1 death on chapter 7. Not going to complain too much about that. Anyways, this is where I'm going to end this part for today. This is where I'm going to end the stream. Yeah, not a bad. I guess I'll grab a lot right before I leave, just because I'm definitely going to forget before next time. What FE gallery? Oh, okay. I have to be a little bit more specific because a lot is an actual thing, like in real life. Here we go. Lot unfortunately looks like does not have a hero's portrait. So he'll be he'll look a little more like a GBA character than Shanna. They could be together in death. But yeah, so I'll be back probably tomorrow or a little bit later on in the week. I know I've been really inconsistent with the streams. I keep saying I'll be back, and then I tend to take a lot of days off. So I'm gonna try to get a little more consistent. But yeah, either today or the next day we'll be back, and we'll keep playing Fire Emblem 6. I'll also mention this, as I mentioned a couple times now. I know Wheelie's commented on some stuff, so I think he's watched them. But if anybody wants to watch any more content, I am uploading a hack that I only do for YouTube. I just record when I have time. So if you want to check that out, another part came up today, so I'm really enjoying that. But anyways, enjoy the rest of your nights. I will see you next time.